You have to love the chaos. You have to love the war. You have to love the idea of all the constant problems that you have to fix. You have to love being the center of a mini universe you have created and it's going to implode under its own gravity if you're not there doing constant aikido. That's how kings have always felt. Do you think Alexander the Great didn't feel that? Do you think Julius Caesar didn't feel that? Do you think Genghis Khan didn't feel that when he's getting all these reports from thousands of miles away that his borders are being attacked by this unknown group of bandits? He's at constant war in 7 different directions, and his wife's probably complaining at the same time, and his favorite horse just died, and he's walking around doing Mongolian Aikido. Of course he was. That's what anyone who's been important has ever done. If you're looking for calm and peace, you won't matter. I actually said this before. People were talking about how you decide or how you know if someone's going to be monumentally successful in the world. Everyone knows, because there's been large studies on it, the IQ level is not how you do Tate. And I'll tell you how you do Tate. Somebody's tolerant to stress. The better you are at dealing with stress, the more successful you will be. Because as you climb up the ladder, the stress level increases. There's a direct positive correlation between success and stress. They go together. There's no light without dark. The more money you're paid, the more important you are, the bigger your problem. Said it, more money, more problems. It goes together. I'm not complaining because I'm prepared to handle those problems. But as you get bigger and larger and larger and larger, the pressure is heavier and heavier. So you're going deeper in the ocean. As you go deeper in the ocean of success, the pressure around you gets stronger. Only the strongest submarines can make it to the bottom. None of that ocean gate garbage. Mr. fucking plywood. No, most of you are made of plywood. Or you try and blag it, you try and put it together cheap, wonder why you crushed at the bottom. To build your hub, build your skills, build your network, learn Aikido. Decide to become the kind of person who adopts as many problems that you can solve as possible, so once they're all solved, you can reward and build a fantastically large empire with so much money you can't possibly spend, internationally renowned and respected. Decide to be the guy who's never had a day off gym for his entire year. You know I haven't had a rest day in the gym. Every day I go. Every day. People talk about how your muscles don't grow unless you rest. I don't know. I go every day. So I go to teach myself a lesson. And I don't want to go, and it's boring, and I'm busy, and every single day I still go, so I learn about discipline and pain and suffering. Even at my old age, with my long, difficult life, I'm still going to the gym every day to punish myself and show God that I am motivated and disciplined. And no matter what happens, I will not miss a single gym session ever. 1,000 push-ups a day in jail. And you wonder why I have everything I've ever wanted. It's actually fantastically easy. You just have to do things. Get up and actually try, actually work. Stop looking for shortcuts. Stop being a lazy loser. Stop being an idiot. Stop scrolling garbage and actually grind. And you can have it. The universe is full of blessings. Let me explain to you how the universe works. The universe has this big bag of blessings. It's full of them. And it's sitting there going, let me find somebody who works hard and deserves blessings, and I'll get some blessings out of the bag and give it to them. And the reason the bag is so full is because nobody works hard enough to deserve it. It's like walking around with all this charity money, and you can't find a single charity that actually helps people and feeds people, or just corrupt garbage. Blessings are endless. It's all waiting. They want to give it to you. The universe wants to give you everything you've ever desired. The problem is none of you deserve it because none of you try. It is waiting for you to actually put some effort in so that you light up like a light bulb as, hey, God, universe, I'm actually trying my best. I haven't missed a single gym session. I'm not being lazy. I'm not being stupid. I'm not lying. I'm not snaking my friends. I'm not scrolling social media. I'm not being a dork. I'm not jerking off. And then all of a sudden they'll come along and give you everything you've ever wanted. And you'll go, wow, that was actually fantastically easy. All I had to do was listen to Tate, stop watching all these other fucking nerds, stop doing all this other crap that's wasting my time. Just do as Tate says. Strong body, strong mind, work hard. My theory on life is that life as a man has basically always been shit. People ask me questions about their happiness and motivation and depression, and I'm seen as this good. But truthfully, if you think about it, life as a man was always shit. Name a period of history where life as a man wasn't shit. You wish you were in World War II? In a trench? People in a trench today, at least you're not one of them. Was life as a man in the year 700 any better than it is today? With all the battles where men charged at each other with spears, just getting stabbed to death, whether you win or lose, whether you survive or not. Being a man has always sucked. And now, being a man still super sucks, but it's probably the best it's ever been. And you're crying about it. Of all the periods of history where men had to be men,
and go through what was expected of men, this is the period of history where it's really not that bad. You have to make some money, you have to be competent, be on time, go to the gym, be funny so the girls want to talk to you, be charismatic, and you'll be all right. Haven't got to charge at the muskets, haven't got to load the cannons, haven't got to freeze to death in the icy waters of the Atlantic for the women and children. No, you have to go to the gym, and you're struggling with motivation. You're a fuck up and a loser. Being a man's always been shit, and compared to being a woman, it will always be permanently shit. The situations men are in, if they were reversed, would be global tragedies. Let's take the war in Ukraine. Right now, there are men dying in a ditch, getting blown to smithereens in Ukraine. They've sent their wives away to Europe for safety, and their wives have found new husbands. Imagine the global outrage if a bunch of women were getting blown apart, limbs flying through the air, and the men had left to go have sex with another girl. Imagine the meltdown! What happens to men? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You're a dude. Who cares? Get over it. Life's shit as a man, but it's better than it's ever been. And if you're struggling today, you would never have stood a chance when the armored knights came over the hill ready to decapitate everybody in your village. You would have pissed your little pants, stood there, covered in pee running down your legs, waiting for the fucking soul. Go to the gym. Make some money. Oh, I don't know, I don't want to hear anyone complain about how life is hard as a man ever again. Because I know, I just don't care. The solution to it is to become exceptional and capable in all realms. That's the solution I offer to you. I don't try and change the world and make women care about men, because they don't. I don't try and make society care about men, because they never will. All I can do is say, if you become brilliant, then people will care about you. Not because you're a man, but because of who you are as an individual. Women are cared about by default, by blanket, because they are female. Men are only cared about if they become exceptional as an individual. Blanket men are not of interest to the Matrix. Nobody cares about men when we die. Nobody cares. They're dying right now in ditches all around the world. Nobody cares. Exceptionalism is the only way out. And if you understand that and still can't get motivated to do the bare minimum, well then you deserve eternal serfdom as a slave and a peon and a peasant below me, being overtaken by my Ferrari.
Everybody always says, if you tried your best, that's all that matters. The best is all you can do. If you tried your best, it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter if you lose if you tried your best. Most people have heard that before. But there is a secret to the universe that most don't know. If you actually try your best, you can't lose. Not pretend to try your best. Not try your best 90% of the time. Not try your best with excuses. If you genuinely try your best all of the time, all day, every day, it's impossible to lose. So when people say, if you tried your best, it's okay to lose, that is a logic fail. If you lost, you didn't try your best in the first place. If you actually try your best, it is impossible to fail in this life. God is watching and He rewards those who want it the most. If you want it the most, you can have it. It's a competition. Every dollar you want, the house you want, the car you want, other people want, you have to win. You have to want it the most and genuinely do your best, because most people aren't capable of doing their best anymore. To get up every day, whether they feel like it or not, and perform regardless. That is the secret. You cannot fail if you try your best. So if you don't have the car you want, the woman you want, the relationship you want, the friends you want, the house you want, you haven't been trying your best. Because I guarantee you, the second you do, you'll have all of it. I believe there's only 3 reasons people are not rich. One of 3 reasons. They're either stupid, arrogant, or lazy. Stupid is actually the smallest category. People think, oh, you know, there are a lot of stupid people. There are, but I know a lot of stupid people with a lot of money, right? There's so much money in the world. To be too stupid to generate money, I think is less than 5% of the population. We're genuinely too dumb to ever make a good wage.
Then you have arrogant and lazy, and these are the two most common. Lazy because people just, but I need time to myself. But it's the evening. Or, it's hyper-competitive. There are people who do not need times to themselves. There are people, there's an Indian in Islam, or there's a guy in Islamabad who do your job online for $3 an hour and he doesn't sleep. You're going to lose, right? So if you're going to be lazy in any regard, you have to understand there are people like me who are billionaires who work 18 hours a day. When I finish this, I get into my car and I open my laptop and I work on my way to my next appointment. I'm going to work all night till the day I go. When I go to sleep, I close my laptop and I'm asleep in the morning. I work. That's all I do. Lazy is a big problem because people go, but I just want to relax. If you just want to relax, that's fine. But you're competing against people who just don't want to relax. And you're going to lose. And the last, and I'd say that's around, a lot of people have that element to them. A lot of people are lazy. That's about 50% of people. But the main reason people are not rich is because they're arrogant. If you were to take somebody who says, I'm doing my best, I'm really trying, and you were to get an exact schedule of their last week and find all the times they've wasted time, you'd say, look, you've wasted time, wasted time, wasted time, wasted time. You know what's actually amazing? Most of those people are not even self-reflective enough to go, you're right, I'm not trying my best. And you know what they'd say? Well, I have to rest sometimes. I have to have a social life. Well, they'd be so arrogant because they're arrogant.
I had to do my Facebook.
No matter, you'd even show them, here's where you fucked up. Well, I have to, you're crazy. And then they go back to being a loser. A lazy person thinks he's working too hard, and a successful person thinks he isn't working hard enough. And we're doing 20 times the work they are. And we're like, I could have done more, could have done this. I missed that today, can't miss that again. I should have taken that call, I should have flown there. I should have. We have guilt about it. They don't give a solitary fuck. And even if you pointed it out to them, they'd sit there and go, and they'd make some excuse for it. It's the brutal arrogance of people.
Perhaps 50, 60 years ago, you'd be a normal man with a normal job, a normal life, a normal wife, a normal house, a normal car, and be happy. But what we are now living in is proving to be a normal man is nothing more than slavery. Being a normal, law-abiding citizen with a normal income and a normal wage, and one passport and a normal life is going to leave you depressed. Sooner or later, it's going to leave you and end up fucking suicidal and miserable.
This is what I don't understand about people, especially men in the world today. Why are they so worried about being afraid? Why are they so worried about, I was afraid every time I fall. I fall anyway. Like, I don't let fear guide what I'm going to do. I do what I'm supposed to do regardless of how I feel. So I don't see anything wrong with feeling fearful. I don't see anything wrong with feeling stressed or under pressure or anxious. All these things men are trying to get rid of. And I talk about men specifically. I gender this because I'm a man. I don't know how it feels to be a woman. But all these things that people are trying very hard to get rid of from their brains, I don't see why they need to leave. I will argue the point that if I feel anxious and pressured and stressed and fearful, I will get more done than if I was happy. I think if I was happy, I'd just be hedonistic and just wasting my time. I think that you get a whole bunch done with these negative connotations and negative emotions, and I think that life is suffering and pain, and you're here to go through it, and the sooner you get used to the taste, the more successful you're going to be. I have no interest in trying to change the flavor, my friend. The flavor of life is pain, and I will eat all of it. And it doesn't matter if they put me back in jail or not. I'm not sitting there going, how can I be happy in jail? I will sit in jail and say, yes, this sucks. It's supposed to suck. Yes, I'm not enjoying this. Yes, I'm anxious and paranoid. Yes, that guy might stab me. And yes, I can't sleep and I miss my family. And this is what's supposed to happen to me. And this is how I become the best man I can possibly be. And I'm going to succeed regardless.
So if you're not the person who's waking up every day going, how do I improve my existence? Then nobody is. Nobody on the planet is considering improving your one spin on Earth.
No one else cared.
Who else cares? So if you don't care, then you're fucked. So you need to wake up and care. And it's amazing to me. Like you're saying, how did I find my mentors? I just tried a bunch of them. Like when I had no money, I would try very hard I'd listen to lots of different people, or I'd try different things. And I wasn't scared to invest in myself because I understand that, look, if he's taking time out of his life, then I need to reward him for it financially. And I tried very hard and I listened and I paid attention and I was never lazy. I don't believe there's a person on the planet who pays attention, tries their best, is never lazy, is on time, works hard, has a mentor, and is giving it his all, who isn't rich. I don't believe it. I think that if you do all those things, you're rich. And if you don't have any money, you're missing one of those key elements. Now you can fool yourself and you can fool everyone else and you can pretend you're doing them. But if you're truly honest with yourself, am I finding people who are trying to teach me what I want to know? And am I trying my best? And the answer is fucking no every time.
For you to become rich and successful is going to require pain and suffering. And you have to understand exactly what your dream life is to make the pain and suffering worthwhile. Think about it. Have you ever been to the gym and seen a person in fantastic physical condition? They're strong, they're ripped, they're large. And you say to them, how did you get so big and strong? And they say, I don't know. Oops, it kind of just happened. Or have you ever found a really rich man
or a very successful man and said, how did you become rich and successful? And he goes, I don't know, bro. I just woke up one day and it kind of happened and now I'm living my dream life. No, there is a very detailed plan and roadmap. For you to become strong, you must eat a certain way. You must train a certain way. For you to become rich, you must earn money a certain way. You must understand exactly how you're going to make money, whether you're going to be a public-facing figure like me or a man of the shadows with millions of dollars. Unknown, but extremely powerful. You have to design your dream life. What house are you going to live in? Who's your woman going to be? Is she blonde? Is she brunette? What car are you going to drive? Have you even gone on the internet and spec'd your car? You can design your dream car right now for free on the internet, and you can choose the color. You can choose the wheels. You can choose the car. Is it a Lamborghini? Is it a Ferrari? Is it a McLaren? How much does it cost to the dollar? You talk about your dream life. You don't even know what your dream life is. How do you expect to get to a destination when you don't know where you're going? The last thing I am is a hater. If you make a bunch of money and you pull it next to me in a Lambo, I'm going to be the guy who shakes your hand and says, gee, oh, you escaped the Matrix. Congratulations. Welcome to the free world. That makes me happy. I want all of you to win. I'm not a hater. I'm not out here hoping I get to win and you lose. If you lose, you deserve to lose because you didn't take action. If you take action, you will win.